Hello friends. Today I am going to visit a few different areas. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Something downtown here I want to match up. I found a couple vintage pictures that I want to match up. And I got some music going over here. Got a guy over here who's homeless and listening to a radio. And I'm out in the middle of the street here. But another place over on Motel, I want to see if I can match up with a vintage picture. And a couple more locations. So let's go and see what happens. Now this is a really tough shot to get here. But I'm trying to match this up right about there to this picture right here. Right here on 5th and Central. Got everything going against me here. I've got noisy cars. I'm out in the middle of the street. The trees have grown, so it's I think I nailed it. Uh-oh. The 514 is crawling down. Okay, I'm now on around East Central, near the International District. And the word of the day is vintage. For some reason, I wanted to get nostalgic. There's a couple hotels over here that have been here forever I wanted to check out. Honestly, I've been kind of afraid to walk around here, but I've kind of built up the nerves over my years of YouTubing, so should be interesting. But this is an awesome hotel here, Tiwa Lodge. Can you imagine back in the day, back in the 40s, needing a place to stay and got the neon signs there. Some awesome artwork up there I want to check out. Man, this is just very vintage. It's almost impossible to get out of the sun. Check out these murals up here. It's like some Indian dancers. Now, I could swear I've actually stayed here when I was a kid. I believe right back there. Not really remembering the circumstances, but I am 99% sure that was it. El Rey. I just turned the corner there and there was a bunch of guys just hanging around the sidewalk there. Woo! That made me nervous. Then they saw me kind of like slip away. Again, I've got to get out in the middle of the street here. Oh, Route 66. Here's the east side, a little easier to see with the sun shining on it. Looks like some folks live here. Very interesting, scary part of town. Got Cap's Coffee Shop over here. I believe it's open. Now, I've never really walked this area. I keep saying I've covered all of Central, but some areas I have not gotten out and looked up close and personal. Nice and peaceful. Yeah, Memorial Day is coming up soon. Now, I don't know where I'm going. I just took a little offshoot here. Post office across the street here. I just was curious what was down this street here. That's a little nook and cranny there. Look at that nice tile work on some obscure building down offshoot of Central. Active Life by Autobach. I have no idea what that means. I really don't. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll notice a common thread, a staple in a lot of my urban videos. I love to shoot the buses. I don't know what it is. It just shows life in the city, I guess. Then I love to show people walking and riding bikes. Just to show that people are still out exercising, even in a neighborhood like this. Get on that bike and go and walk, and just be aware. I don't know. I hope they are. Poor thing. She's crying all the way down the street there. She asked me what time it was and if they were serving breakfast. I said, I hope they are. Poor thing. What do you do? What do you do? Pick them up, take them home? I don't know what the answer is. Alrighty then, moving on. Let's see what else vintage we can find today. Let's go. Now, in the theme of vintage, I was driving by here and I thought, let's step into the famous flea market here. I think. Yeah, I thought the parking was $10, but I guess the parking's free, and it's just a couple bucks to get in. Mattresses. Looks like I'm a little early as usual. I believe this is one of the largest flea markets in the state. Here at the fairgrounds. Must have a heck of a fire going on down there. All those fire engines. Oh my goodness. gotta find your tool here. Hey, ladies. Yeah, there's a lot of space still to jam some more people in here. I think it probably gets bigger as the summer comes along. Well, yes, I did buy something. This little bicycle right here. I just saw it and I thought that's nice and small. Maybe that'll fit me because I have short little legs. Anyways, he wanted $150 for it. Then he came down to $100. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you everything that's on me, which ended up being about $79. And he said, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and take it. He goes, after I already paid him, and he goes, can you come back with a few more bucks? I said, sure. I was thinking about just never coming back, but I thought, because the thing is really old. I mean, it's like 30-something years old or more. It's got some drag there. Probably needs a little maintenance. But it rides. But I went and got some cash and gave him another 20, so 99 bucks. As much as I'm going to ride it. Add to the vlogs. Well, I didn't walk around much. After I bought my bike, I wanted to just kind of take it back out to the car. Okay, now we can see if it fits in the car. If not, I'm gonna have to go get some rope tied to the roof. Aha! It fits. It fits. Just barely, but it fits like a glove. All part of the vintage theme today. It's a very vintage bike. One guy thought it was from the 80s. So I probably paid too much for it. I don't know. Maybe you know more about it than I do. I used to have some nice bikes, but I've been out of the scene for a long time. I'm not even sure how far I can even ride it without being out of breath or falling over. But that's the only bike I saw there that was fairly adult size, and a bunch of people were looking at it. Even after I was paying the guy, they were like wanting to buy it. So I don't know, I'll have to look it up. It's called a Schwinn Signwinder. But enough about that, moving on. And right outside the parking lot here of the flea market, by the way, I didn't find any fleas, but I just couldn't find any. This is Bill Gates' first office. They invented Windows. Believe it or not. Okay, now I'm here at Motel and San Mateo here in Albuquerque. Now this next shot, I just found this picture online and I just was intrigued for some reason. Right here at this intersection. Now of course it was shot from high above. Trees are in the way and things are so different. I think this was around maybe the late 50s. There was a Safeway grocery store over there. Now, I'm pretty sure it was shot from the top of this building here. It's now Bios, but if you've lived here as long as I have, you call this the Beacons building. Beacons movers. We actually use them. That green, I don't know if they're even around anymore. But that is amazing. They're just still starting to build and go east in town at that time. And of course, over the years, it's really built up. I just thought that was an interesting shot. I love finding these old pictures where there's Still a lot of land. Things are just being built brand new, and boy, how they've changed over the last 60, 70 years. All right, moving on. Have I said the word vintage yet? That's the thread. Where am I going next? I don't know. Well, if you know me, if I'm up here near the malls, I've got to do a quick update on this new little park at the old Winrock Mall. Well, I'll be darned, it is getting there. At least the construction chain link is down, but they still don't want you going in. They have it kind of roped off here. Got the sprinklers going. Beautiful new grass. Oh, they got water in there. Gotta go check that out. Okay, this is awesome. It is really getting here. I don't think there was any water in there when I snuck through here and got kicked out by the guards, but that is really pretty. Hopefully next update, I'll be walking around in there. I love the little ponds. Yeah, I snuck around the side there. How nice is this? I remember one of the first times I came here, I showed a little blueprint, a little artwork of the place, a mock-up, and it looks pretty good. Probably gonna have a fountain right there. And still not sure what that building is over there. And when you go in this way, you can get a drink of water, walk through the shed. Hey, you get to walk through a shed. You ever walked through a shed before? Then across the bridge, then around the pond, and there's the guard. That would have been embarrassing getting kicked out twice there. Well, that's going to do it, my friends. Thank you so much for coming along on this little vintage hunt, where I paid way too much for a bicycle. But it's pretty fun. Have to check it out on the Bosque trails next time. I think I'll have to do some adjustments and some fixing up here and there. I think the brakes are dragging a little bit. Lift the seat, but that's all right. It's all good. The gears are pretty nice. For an old bike, the gears are really smooth. Worked really well. Well, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Next video, a little road trip. Then the couple videos, gonna be a big old long road trip. Gonna explore the towns east on Route 66. Bye now.